Because you're walking away.
Chugs will wait, what's the theme from Hulk? I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, okay, you're right. I'm coming back now. Okay.
Right. So Chugs will drop to a knee to the guy who's bloody on the ground and just see if he can shake him awake. Like, obviously he's dead. But Chugs is...
Oh, the townsperson
Chugs is going to take this pretty hard.
Are you going to try and save him? Or
can
just
I roll? I can roll my medicine skill.
Yeah, one person can try and revive them.
So sad.
Use that as his tombstone marker.
Yeah. I'm gonna write a poem one day.
Like another townsperson from the crowd's like, I will carry his log, and then another one like speaks up like, and I will carry his log, and so they all kind of like join in.
And my axe.
Chugs will roll a medicine check to see if he can revive him.
All right, you roll a medicine check while you're getting an audience here. Oh man,
Chugs breaks.
Can we all try? Like, or is it one person kind of has a chance for it? If I have that skill.
I don't know. What's your guys' feelings on that? The like redo of rolls. I was thinking about that yesterday.
Yeah, I should have.
We could really do it any way you guys want. If you feel like it's more special to have it only like one person do it, so it kind of means something, or if you all want to be able to try because you want to like use your skills, like that's fine too.
All right, I already did it. I think the usual way is like if one person tries it, that might be it. But you would imagine in real life, like if I couldn't do it, like Burnsy would come over and do it properly.
Yeah,
I have like jack of all trades, and then I have my spells. Like that's it. But I have. I mean, I can try to heal him.
Chugs will,
that would work. That would stabilize.
Yeah, Chugs will kind of be cradling his head and be like, "Burnsy, man, you gotta help him, man. He's got blood all over the place,
Everyone looks at Chugs and he's actually cradling the log.
He's got rigor mortis, man. He's so heavy.
He's like trying to like do chest compressions on the log. I'm like, fight for him.
He's got skin like bark, man.
All right.
Yeah, so you can just cast a spell and he'll.
Okay,
he'll
I'm gonna do cure wounds then. Is there anything that I need to? Yeah, I guess right here.
I think you just roll how much. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So he's completely. He kind of like immediately stands up, like, oh, what happened?
He's like when Michelangelo hears there's pizza in the first Ninja Turtles movie. So Chugs is gonna kind of like see him gasping and stand up, and he's gonna, I don't know, he's just gonna like touch him and like put his hand on his chest and make sure it's moving up and down, and then he's gonna give Burnsy a kind of a big hug. He's like, I wouldn't have been able to let that one go, man.
Hands in his log there.
And then Chugs will go find his log for him and bring it back to him.
I just kind of look over like, oh, I threw him a shield. What do you want me to do?
That was my first round ever playing tank. That was fun.
You were crazy, man.
Yeah.
You did great.
You know what, man? I feel like the Goose Dogs, we had something to prove here.
That's what I'm saying. You fucking did it.
It's all part of being the Goose Dogs.
Who put on the real show?
You see Malona from the stage. She's trying to get the crowd back over. She's
wounded.
it's like if you'll please all come back over. Our associates that we've been tutoring have handled the situation, and it doesn't seem like anyone's really paying attention to her.
Okay, I was gonna say. I think Chugs will go talk to her for a second. Excuse me, after hours. You're drunk.
And nobody touched that horse. While I'm talking.
Chugs will. I don't know how tall the stage is. And did you get up on it on the back of your dog?
Cried and just.
It totally looked like you were trying to climb up and then fell.
Chugs will just after a while he'll pat the stage and he'll be like, all right, he'll look up to Malona and be like, How you doing, Chugs Malone? Very. I'm flattered. I'm flattered that you would spend your days impersonating me. It really is something. And such a fine woman yourself, Chugs Malone. But you are bleeding. I think your show's come to an end, but you might want to get patched up. Let these people get back onto the road. If there's gnolls about, you're not you're putting people in harm, making them stay around here.
She says, "Well, we were scheduling on moving our performance. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to step by the merchandise table, you can pick up some of our flyers and see where we're performing next. This won't keep us down."
And Chugs will be like,
the people are still not like paying attention to her at all.
I'll say if it helps you out, the town of Greenest is to the south. We just helped out their entire population. But if you're entertaining, I'm sure that they'd appreciate some escape from their. Oh my God, we can talk as our horses.
Oh God.
So he'll just tell her if you want travel south to Greenest and put on a good show for them. They're kind people and they could use some entertainment right now.
She says, "Well, of course, if they're seeking entertainment, then the goose dogs will be just what they need."
Just a word of warning that they all know us very well, and so you might want to change the name of your act, or my pal Burnsy might wrap your legs around a tree and run his dog overhead.
His dog's tribute.
I'm gonna pipe up and say, "Where do you think we got these beautiful mounts?"
Can Sefri kind of rummage around and see if fake Sefri managed to not miss some things when she scraped up all the proceeds?
Oh, okay. You find like about a total of like 5 or 6 gold. It's kind of strewn
Oh,
about.
did you want to search the guy for your glaive?
Oh yeah. Here. Let's just get a closer look at it. Is it like how long is it? Like
I didn't put those gnolls in your library.
I can see his big cheeks like as he says it. Boris.
My name is Beef Cheek.
You could actually just stand there and like use your illusion spell or whatever it is to like cast like a voice on your dog and make him talk.
Oh yeah,
Man, that's amazing.
I forget which one that is. Minor illusion or something. All right, so the imposter goose dogs kind of start packing up their stuff. They don't. Malona never really admits to anything, but Bushwhack comes over to Burnsy and thanks you guys and says like, as soon as we get to Greenest, I'm gonna do something different. It's like, I've always been interested in tailoring. I wonder if they have any of those kinds of shops there.
You know what? I don't know anything about that. So no. Yeah. Do we have? I guess we don't have any. Do we have anything that we could give him to give to Deckard to be like, hey, the goose dog sent me and told me to give this to you.
Bushman's wearing a hair tie.
Actually, he is.
Yeah, let's give him Bushman's hair tie, and then and that way Deckard knows that that we sent him.
So Bushman's not gonna move. So Chugs will kind of go over there and try and reach up on his head, and Bushman kind of like smacks.
He's kind of like jumping behind him, like.
And Bushman's like not happy about it. He's sort of become partial to it. But after a while, he'll just kind of silently scamper over here, and he'll just throw the bow tie like over here on the ground. And he'll just walk back, and he'll start chewing on this cartwheel with his horse.
All right.
We're doing cartwheels while the horse chews on the cartwheel. It's redundant.
Bushwhack takes the bow and says thank you, and he sort of heads on his way ahead of whatever else everyone else is kind of doing with the stage. The other Sefri kind of comes back and starts to kind of gather her things. She's still smiling, kind of like seems like she's almost half crazed because she never stops smiling, but she's packing up everything.
You know what? I think these people could use a tune from the Goose Dogs.
Yeah.
Let's get the band together. And we'll form the horses in a line behind us. So we'll say, people, good people. That was quite a scary attack, so the real Goose Dogs are about to lay down some tasty beats to get you on your merry way.
All right, this is a song called the one time that guy with the log died, but didn't. It's instrumental.
It's gonna be beautiful.
And then in parentheses, the Wheedly Meadleys.
The Wheedly Meadleys. All right, who kicks this off? How does this one say? Is this like start with the guitar part?
Oh yeah. Man, Bernsey just brought the house
and while
down.
I'm doing it, I'm going to use the minor illusion cantrip to make my fingers look like they're on fire.
Fuck that! I'm not playing. Let's just let that. That's enough. Imagine a beautiful epic like that.
You have you got your drum out, but you're like, I was just gonna clean it.
Bernsey, do you want backup or you want to do this acoustic?
Oh, backup is always preferred.
All right, so it's like really beautiful. You see people kind of crying, and then Chugs is just gonna jump right in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, that was Daddy's Dollars.
Daddy's Dollars walks up and bites your drum and just kind of walks off with it.
God damn it! Chugs is gonna go after it. God damn it. All right. So, Bushman's just gonna start slapping the insides of his thighs. God damn it! I keep messing this up.
Not bad.
That's a great one. Oh. All right, Sefri, you better jump in some vocals here.
Oh man, vocals. Okay. Can I share? Oh, what am I doing? Can I share a screenshot of something? How do I do that?
You'd have to like link if it's an image online, you'd have to link it in chat or something. Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez.
Not that button.
What did I just do?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, then I was just saying I can't see anything now.
All right, so you guys have performed for the audience. They all seem very impressed.
There you go.
You do some adequate vocals to back up everyone, and they're all kind of cheering for you guys as the fake Goose Dogs hang their heads in shame and pack up to leave.
That was pretty fucking amazing. This is a cool map. All right, so Chugs will leave Daddy's Dollars and get back on his horse.
So you guys all get back on your horses and continue your journey north to El Terrell. So let's see here.
A fucking horse walked with my drum. That was great.
So, the rest. Let's see. The rest of your journey goes by uneventfully. Besides the minor mishaps with your animals every so often, but you make it to the city of El Terrell. It's a large, orderly city overlooking the river Chianthar. It's filled with merchants, river traders, and farmers markets. Its most distinguishing feature is a brilliant magical light that hovers above it, illuminating it day and night. This light, rumors that you've heard about the town says this light is painful to undead, which keeps it safe from such creatures. And it's so bright and up above the city that it's visible from just about every corner of Eltergard, which is the major area, appearing from afar as a star or distant sun. So you guys enter the...
It's quite a description.
Town. Let's see. Let me put the map of the town into your journals. Okay. You can take a look at that if you want, and I will... So as you enter into the city, there's lots of buildings. There's you can hear commotion from the market. You're entering from the south, I believe. Let's look at the Silly Coast here. Actually, you're probably entering from the east, kind of the northeast section there. So you come in through the city gates and you see, buildings, lots of bustling people in the city, kind of going about their daily activities. And Night Hill had given you guys some directions of where to meet up with Leosin and his contact there in the city. So it's up to you guys if you have anything else you wanted to take care of before you go see them, or you can head straight to the place where Leosin is at. Is a tavern called A Pair of Black Antlers.
There's a couple things that I want to do, and I think I kind of want to share what's going on with my cousin. Now that I got my note. And is there any way to show the note to them and kind of see what they think?
I can do that. Let me pull that up here. There you go. I can also... I think that pulled it up for everyone, right? Steve and Amanda, you guys see it?
The map?
Oh no, it probably didn't then.
I saw the map.
The note or letter? I don't see a letter. Oh, there it is. Doctor's report.
Okay, I guess I have to mark it that you guys own it first before I can show it to you.
Okay, I see it.
So this was the doctor that Night Hill had check out Bartolome when he was passing through Greenest while you guys were in the cave.
My.
What is a lich?
Lich.
A lich. It's an undead creature that has their soul or their essence like stored in a physical object called a phylactery. So if they ever get like defeated in combat, then they can always like resurrect from that essence.
Okay,
so a regular halfling can do that. Or maybe he's not a regular halfling.
Well, like basically my question is, I guess for me, I would need to find out if anyone has seen or spotted a lich. I mean, or like if there's a, I don't know, like any, I don't want to ask the people in this gigantic city, hey, anyone seen any liches around? You know, like, I know your giant hovering undead ball keeps them away. But, you know, trying to look for leads, I guess, or a way that I can reunite my cousin's soul with his body. So like basically looking for information on that kind of stuff. So I guess asking the group if they'd mind. I don't know where Chugs went, but just asking if I can at least, you know, ask around a little bit while we're in the city.
Yeah, if you go to like, I'd say possibly like a temple or something where you could find a cleric or some paladins or something that might know of undead activity in the area. You find, say, you walk around until you kind of ask people and get directions to one, and they say, well, you know, nothing like that has been in this area in particular. Do you tell them about the note itself, or are you just asking about?
Yeah, I'd like to tell them the note. I mean, it's nothing secretive or anything like that.
They say traditionally a lich would not do that to someone else. It's almost like to them it's a source of power. You know, did your friend or did your cousin have any sort of magical items or things that he played around with that could have been dangerous in such a manner? Or
actually, he had a black lute that kind of helped him in his performances and said to have magical properties to it.
One of the clerics that you're talking to is like a lot older, and he's like, I'm always telling these young kids with their magical items, they're gonna get their soul taken out of their body one day if they're not careful. And look, it goes up and happens right to this young fella. And the other guy's like, they ignore him. It's like, well, I don't know anything specific to tell you other than that might be a good lead then for you. But good day, sir. And they both kind of get back to their duties.
Okay. All right, so I need to just keep a lookout for the black loot, I guess. Okay, and back when we went to the Raider camp for the first time, and I dressed as a kobold. Did that count as a part of my disguise kit, or was that a costume that I picked? I don't remember.
That's a good question, because I know we had talked about putting like a toilet paper roll on your nose for like the snout. So I don't know if that would actually be part of a professional costume.
Yeah, I think it was just part. I was using the disguise kit to kind of help it, because I remember we pieced together pieces of armor, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think you just kind of jury-rigged it.
It was glorious.
Well, before we leave town, I just need to load up on some crossbow bolts, and then after that, I can't think of anything else that I need. So we can go talk to this guy if you guys want to.
All right.
I just had a couple things I want to buy, but it's not a big deal.
Yeah, you guys won't have any trouble. There's if you ask around, the people say that Shiara's market is the busiest place with all sorts of merchants and stores to look at, so you won't have any trouble finding stuff.
All right, cool. So.
All right. So.
Did you guys want to do that stuff before we went and saw Leison?
Yeah, you guys can kind of write down the.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some stuff.
All right.
I'll set you guys up on the next.
So we can just buy anything that's in the Adventurer's Handbook?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to...
Like if I bought Alchemist Fire.
How much do dragons cost?
Huh.
We got that little baby dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find an alchemist in the market. I'll let everything go for the price that's listed in the adventure
Okay,
gear.
then I'll just make all those changes. I want to buy Alchemist Fire, ball bearings, caltrops, block and tackle, in case we go into dungeons, chalk. I told Dave I was going to buy perfume today. I want a grappling hook, a hunting trap, and some manacles. Because I'm fucking crazy.
Some monocles?
Alchemist's Fire.
Hey,
What are those?
Dave,
Gross.
sorry. I was waiting for you. Go ahead.
What are those things on the other side of the sidewalk? Wolf can openers, whatever. On the, just like behind, like this thing.
Oh, those are street lights, like with lanterns in them. But it's the middle of the day, so they're not burning. What's your max HP, Burnsy? I'm gonna restore you here.
23.
Okay.
And what is in when it says properties for some of the weapons? It says like I'm looking at whip, and it says finesse. I know what finesse is, and then it says reach. What does reach apply to?
So reach is the is the distance that you can hit an enemy with it. So let's see, what does the whip say? Finesse and reach. So for that item in particular,
Cool. I'm all shopped up.
it adds 5 feet to your reach when you attack with it. So you could attack an enemy that's 2 spaces away with that weapon.
Okay.
But it's just a melee weapon.
Could it be
still.
used as a tool as well?
To reach something that's 10 feet
and
away?
like grab it. I mean, I imagine if so, I'd have to roll like dexterity or something like that.
Yeah, you could roll some sort of dex check to try and grab
Is there?
something.
Does it take a turn to change weapons, or is it something that I can loot, like just have on my belt or something like that?
We've been playing it where you just kind of auto switch your weapons whenever you want, so that's fine to like put your sword away and throw out your whip and then do it all at the same time.
Do I roll? Do I have any kind of disadvantage based on what type of weapon it is? Because it's a martial melee weapon.
Actually, I think you do in the class. It lists the proficiencies that you kind of start out with. So bards are proficient with simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So you wouldn't be proficient. So you wouldn't add your proficiency bonus to it, which is would be like 2 less than your normal attack.
Have you guys been adding up your gold after every session? Because I have not been.
No.
Okay. I should start doing that. I don't know where I left off. All right, so I'm going to get a Warhammer and a couple of cinder blocks. And
I think a cinder block weighs as much as Burnsy.
Steve, are you done buying stuff?
Yeah, I got my stuff, and I'm down to like 188 gold.
Okay.
What'd you buy?
All right, I'm gonna share my stuff. So I got Alchemist Fire, which is like a thrown object. You can throw it on the ground or on a target, but when it explodes, they take 1d4 fire damage every turn. There's also oil, which I should have done. I could do, I guess. That slows them, I think. Then I got Alchemist Fire. I got ball bearings because of what Sefri did in the caves was pretty amazing. So I'm like, I should have some of those. I got Caltrops, which is if somebody it can cover a 5, like 1 square, and if anyone steps in it and fails to save, they have to stop. They stop and they take damage. So I was like, if we're ever on a retreat, I was like, oh, I could use that. Block and Tackle allows me to hoist anything that is 4 times my weight. So if we're ever trying to lower anybody down somewhere, maybe that'd be handy. I got Chalk because I might graffiti something. I got Perfume, which Chugs is going to mix with some of the hops that he made with the Frostfall brew when he gets cleaned up and wants to go meet some ladies. And then Grappling Hook for Dungeoneering, and then a Hunting Trap. So if anything steps in that and fails a save, then they get caught in it, and they have to keep trying to get out of it, but they're stuck. Or they can only move like the length of the trap, which is like 3 feet or something. And then like manacles, which are just like, like handcuffs. Not for anything crazy, but in case we run into Mod Death again.
All right.
So yeah, I bought a whole bunch of shit. It's all pretty cheap though. So it came out to like, I think the Alchemist Fire was the 50 gold. Everything else was super, super cheap. Look at After Hours in the bushes.
He's rolling around in the rose bushes.
You see
oh no,
a guy looking like a cook or barkeep comes out, and he's like, "Hey, is that your horse in my bushes? Get it out of here!"
Hey, I need a light source. So should I get a torch, hooded lantern, or bullseye lantern?
I was looking at those lanterns too. Those sound kind of cool.
So I'm wondering if the bullseye lantern would be too close or too bright.
Do they have night vision goggles?
I think that's the Navy SEAL store, the Army Navy store.
Just thinking.
You get 2 bullseye lanterns and kind of like
put them on your head.
Modify them to fit on top of your head, like pointing out above.
Did you say, is there like a site that has some equipment listed on it, or?
Oh.
No, it's all in the. Well, I don't know how much the basic rules has. It probably just like weapons and armor. I haven't really looked at it.
Because I want to buy something.
Let's see. I could probably.
I think if the benefit a lantern has over a torch is a torch is an open flame. So we might not always want an open flame when we're trying to see in the dark.
What do I have? I have a candle. I have a crowbar, but I haven't quite figured out how to use it. Hey, if one of my items, can you carry more than 10 items? I just see the one, there's like different pages. Okay. Well, I did get more stuff.
Steve, what do you think I should go for, bullseye or hooded lantern?
A bullseye. Oh, the type of lantern. Bullseye is the cone one, right? And then
is that just a flashlight?
Pretty much.
For all intents and purposes.
Yeah, it sounds like an actual flashlight, whereas the hooded one would be like a radius around you.
Okay.
Which our torches get, but I don't. Yeah.
I don't even think I have torches. Should I just get a torch?
I could give you mine because he doesn't need it.
Okay, sure. I just know that I've been shit out of luck when it comes to. Okay, here's what I think I'm gonna get. I'm gonna increase my armor if that's okay.
Oh yeah, that's a good
And
idea.
then I'm gonna get a new weapon so I can get a 1d8 instead of a 1d6 in melee fights. And then I should say bolt, not bold. English major. I teach children how to spell check. It's always embarrassing. And then a healing potion just in case.
Oh, they have healing potions?
Well, I would assume.
Oh.
I will say that you can get 2 healing potions.
I'm just gonna get the one
if you want them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm saying in total. I'd like finding any for sale.
Oh, 2 max. Okay. So
yeah, I guess.
So Bernsey found one.
Sefri,
yeah, I didn't think it was in there.
Sefri, maybe you want to get the other healing potion that we find in town because Chugs has a lot of health.
Oh, yeah.
But at least one of us should have it.
Should I subtract all this from my inventory?
The gold. Yeah, if you guys, I just usually post up the lump sums of treasure that you guys get in the summaries, but it's up to you guys to divide it.
Yeah, you know what?
I don't remember the last time I added something, and I have 265 gold in my inventory. I don't know if that's from the starting out money or what. I don't know. I don't remember.
No, that's from adventuring.
Jeffrey, you have a bunch of stuff to sell.
So then I'll just start this. I'll just accumulate it starting now because I don't remember honestly.
Okay.
I was at 250, Trent, so I don't think we've gotten too much from the things, but
okay, I'm at 256, or 265, so that's fine. Okay, so.
Well, yeah, Sefri found like a pearl necklace and a bunch of gems and a golden sapphire ring in that treasure chest.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind selling those.
So I'm just gonna make that 50 for bolts total.
Were you gonna try and sell those at the market there?
Yeah.
Okay, let me look them up here. So that was the string of pearls, golden sapphire ring, and the pouch containing the gems. All right, so you find a lady with a stall in the market that looks like she has some jewelry and things there, and
does it look quality?
She
Or does it look fake?
Let's see. It looks pretty standard. She, if you want to ask her, she'll appraise your stuff for you if you want.
Will she do all the stuff, or is she like? I wasn't listening. I'm sorry. Is she like just jewelry?
They're all kind of jewelry type items. I mean, I guess you could go somewhere else if you thought a different kind of stand would be more.
I'll wait till Sefri's done then.
I think I would ask her, like, okay, well, what would you take for these, or what would you give for these?
All right, she kind of pulls out a little
They're
magnifier
heirlooms.
and looks at it.
They're really important to me, but I'm looking to see what I can get.
Appeal to her human side.
He's like, well, sentimentality doesn't equal money, little lady. Let me look at these.
I get
here.
the book back out and wind up. I run behind her and take the strand of pearls behind.
Sefri would do that shit. I wouldn't put it past you.
Sentimentality.
So she says that the string of pearls she'll pay you 250 gold for.
Shit.
Yay.
The golden sapphire ring she'll give you. She says, "I'll give you 750, 750 gold." And then the stones, the gemstones, she says, "I'll pay you 50 gold each." And there's 6 of them in that pouch.
Holy crap!
Holy shit! So you just made $1,300. $1,300 gold.
I'm at 1550, and that was from my 250 starting. or whatever. I don't think I've added anything.
I'm gonna start begging you for money.
No, wait. Tell me again, because I was only half listening. Was it a healing potion or something?
Yeah, there's one more left, and it might be
Okay.
better for you to have it because I have
Hey.
I have
I'd be glad to
49
hear.
health.
At least for my own sake. In case.
Yeah, and that costs 50 gold if you're buying that other healing
I will
potion.
take that. I'm kind of adding these up as I go now. Okay, I'm at 15. And then I'll add. Can I buy a grappling hook?
I saw this the other day.
Oh man, those are good.
Yeah, get a grappling hook.
A new window.
Top comments.
Aww.
Nailed it.
Oh, and Burnsy, the stuff that you're selling, so leather armor and scimitar, they will go for, let's see, where are those in here? They'll go for a quarter of what they're worth, what their listed worth is in the book. So you can round up from that if it's
okay. So 3 plus. Plus 6 is 9. That's 9 gold. That's how you make that money, Severy.
We know who's buying dinner.
Okay. I'm gonna take once more over my skills and see if there's nothing if there's anything I'm missing out on and not playing that I should be playing.
What is a component pouch? Just a pouch.
That is for spell components. So when you cast spells, you need little pinches of this and leaves of that and all sorts of stuff to use your spells. And that's
Caltrop. Caltrop.
You're asking what they are? Or
No, what is it?
Oh, those are, Steve was saying earlier, they're like spiky implements that you drop on the ground.
Did you buy some of those?
When an enemy...
Yeah, I got enough to cover a 5-foot square.
Ooh.
So we could get like a bunch more. It's actually not a bad idea now that I think about it. I mean, I'll grab, because they're only a gold a piece. You could buy 1,300 bags of these things.
How heavy are they?
They don't weigh very much. I don't have my book with me. But I think
they are caltrops, weigh 2 pounds.
2 pounds a bag? Alright, so let me say I buy 3 of these and then change that to 6 pounds. And drop you down to 186. I think a grappling hook is like 5.
I was just looking at that.
Grappling hook?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 4 or 2 gold.
Imagine the goose dog scaling a fucking rooftop.
I'm gonna buy 6 10-foot ladders.
You guys leave the market and you're like all identically equipped with like swinging a grappling hook on your right and like a bunch of bags of caltrops on your left side.
Maybe I should add the weights in here.
I don't know if I have any rope. I basically just have food and costumes. That's all I have.
You're essentially a creepy uncle that's a clown.
All right, you guys just let me know when your round of shopping is over.
All right. Two, so that drops me down from 152 to an even 100.
Nice. Do we all have grappling hooks now? Except for fucking Bushman.
Okay, I'm assuming they're gold pieces, silver pieces, copper pieces, all that. What do I do about those things?
Let's see. The so the rate is one gold equals 10 silver, and 1 silver equals 10 copper.
Okay.
Kind of just goes in.
I'm gonna buy a spyglass for 1,000 gold points.
How much is a grappling hook? Because you could buy like 10 of them and put them in Bushman's backpack.
You can carry stuff for me.
There's
2 gold points.
You know what? But sledgehammers cost the same, but weigh 6 pounds more.
Well, how much? Look at the barrel is 70.
So you buy him a number of sledgehammers.
Let's find the most efficient poundage for gold and just buy all of that and put it in his bag.
Barrels.
We blew
2 gold points for 70 pounds.
I thought about buying one of those and making some beer.
A tent.
We could buy a portable ram for 35 pounds.
Oh yeah, that shit looked awesome. Like, and we never just unlock or open or knock doors. We just do that everywhere we go.
We came to say thank you for these horses. Okay, I'm done.
Alrighty.
I'm just buying a lot of stuff to save money now.
Ooh, I can buy a whistle in case I get lost at the mall.
Barnesy, where are you, buddy?
Signal. What's the signal like? Is it an obvious whistle?
I guess.
Like the
like we use like when we're spread out and stuff, like in spying out conditions.
Well, it's not very quiet. It's like a it's like a police whistle type thing.
If I chose message over mend, I'd be able to whisper messages to you guys across distances. But you look great today.
It's like, I have to tell you something, but no, go stand over there. Go no further.
What is a PITON?
That is I think that's for. Is that like for a tent, like to hold it down? Is that what that is? Or is that the wrong word?
That's steak.
Tent peg. Nice.
Yeah, it's a metal spike for climbing.
What? How much weight can you carry?
It's on your character sheet under your inventory.
Carrying max?
Yeah.
Magic mouth is such a weird spell.
What does it do?
You can make a mouth appear on an inanimate object and whisper a message that's basically a tweet. It's got to be 25 words or less. And you basically determine the conditions it speaks, and it uses an example of like putting a mouth on a statue. You can make it speak.
You can put that on your dog.
Basically, it's a portable means of having one of those really annoying statues at Universal that heckle people in the crowd.
Oh, I love those things. The worst ones are the ones that squirt water.
Steve, what kind of spell do you think I should be looking at for my remaining second level spell? Look at crowd control, or do they have any healing options? Something that's going to be like utility, or something that's going to be useful in battle, or something that's going to be.
I mean, the crowd control stuff is really awesome if you get stuff like that. I mean, we could always use healing as we level up, but you could even
more options for healing to pick from.
Because right now you have sleep and cure wounds and shatter and thunder wave. I think those are the spells you have right now.
Yeah.
Maybe do you have any ranged combat casts that you could do? Like as a big attack or something, if you wanted to do that?
Most of them are area of effect. Like, or they're the ones that I can choose from, their area of effect, or they're indirectly, they can cause damage. Like heat metal. I could heat up metal to cause 2d8 damage, like if I were to heat up like a suit of armor or that something was holding. Or I guess that could be used as a disarm too.
Yeah, imagine you like heat up their weapons. That's pretty badass. Damn.
Anyway, I'm good to go if you guys are. I'm not gonna. We don't have to spend time doing that or anything.
Okay.
I think I am ready.
You all good, Chuds?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I guess we just gotta figure out what kind of
all right
role you want to play as a bard. If you want to be like support and healing, or I don't know,
or the tank. All right, so you guys find your way to the tavern called A Pair of Black Antlers. It is the headquarters, or kind of the unofficial headquarters of the Order of the Gauntlet. And you see above the doors is kind of the symbol from the Order of the Gauntlet, which is like a gauntleted hand grasping a sword. And you hear the normal sounds coming from a tavern inside, people drinking and laughing and basically having a good time.
Assholes.
And After Hours is rolling around in the bushes, even though the cook told him not to.
I just kind of looked and I saw he was happy, so I just let him be.
All right, so we should walk through the doors.
If you so choose.
My character here. Oh no, my screen's all screwy. There we go. Oh no, I can't click on Chugs. I can click on Bushman. I don't like this.
Oh, is it not letting you?
I was Hold on, I'll just...
Uh-oh.
With stuff like rations, are we just assuming like when we rest we eat and stuff and like that stuff?
Yeah, it should be per day. It took you 6 days to get here, so you should subtract 6 of those if you have them, or if not,
rations?
just buy.
So I need to keep buying them.
Yeah, because I think a ration is per day.
Because I don't think I've been like keeping up with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I need to buy rations because I'm down to 0.
Yeah.
I had
That's all right.
a 5-day ration from the beginning.
You've been conserving it, you know, just taking a bite just every so often.
Is that on here? Oh yeah, and then 5 silver. And one gold is 10 silver?
Yeah. I won't be too harsh about that stuff unless you're like wandering through the desert and need food or anything like that, but
So 20 rations would be 2 gold.
what was that? Sorry, your voice cut out for a sec.
20 rations would be 2 gold if they are 5 silver pieces.
Let's see, a ration for 1 day is 5 silver, so
Sorry. They're in multiples. Never mind.
2 of them would be 1 gold.
Okay. So 20 gold for
Jugs
10 days.
is dancing on the bar.
Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
Okay, I'm good to go.
All right. So you enter into the tavern and see people dressed in more or less. Some of them are armored, some are not. You see them as either probably members of this Order of the Gauntlet, and you see Leosin sitting at a table with a bearded gentleman in armor, and they're talking, and he kind of waves you guys over. Leosin introduces you to Onthar Froome. He is a paladin of Torm. Nice. And one of the members of the Order of the Gauntlet, one of their higher ups, and they've both been kind of in league trying to figure out what the Cult of the Dragon is up to. But then Onthar kind of cuts in, and he's like, we don't need to talk of such things now. Come in and eat and drink, and let's play some games of chance, huh? Anyone want to try their hand at the dagger throwing contest?
Hell yes.
Ooh, shit.
Why you think I'm standing right in front of the bullseye?
Chugs is gonna go sit down next to Layson.
Daggers.
Pull out one of my new grappling hooks and.
So he kind of gets everyone roused up, and some other guys come over to watch and or try their hand at throwing. If you guys want to make dexterity checks, I guess, to...
Did I use my inspiration? Did I end up using it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Damn, I was going to do something cool.
Chugs ordered a bunch of beers for everybody. They're on the table when you're ready.
As he's getting everyone kind of interested in the dagger throwing, Leosin kind of says to you guys a little more quietly. He's like it'll be worth your time to appease him in these games, because he can be a powerful ally.
Chugs will kind of turn and nod to him and say, "We have plenty to share with you after the fun." And I'll say, "Do monks drink?"
he says, if you don't tell my pupils about it.
All right, he'll kind of slide him a beer, and then he'll kind of turn to watch Sefri. I'm sure Burnsy's going to come up behind her.
Oh yeah, I threw it from the table, so it wasn't great.
Oh, you did? Okay.
All right. Well, it looks like. Are you the only two participating?
Chugs can't throw a fucking dagger.
He can try.
Try. Chugs will throw.
We're egging him on. Come on, Chugs.
He looks. Anthar looks down and he's like, "Are you scared of the daggers, little dwarf?"
That'll trigger. Wait, what did he say? He say little dwarf?
Yeah.
Oh.
Chugs will stand up. His stool will get kicked out, and and he'll does this guy have any kind of daggers on his belt?
I don't think so.
Okay. And then Chugs will say, so Chugs is gonna turn to him. He's gonna be like, "I'm no little dwarf. My face is clean and handsome, not like that brown spaghetti shooting out of your chin. Let's make this interesting. I hit the target closer than you do, and we'll put 20 gold pieces on the table."
Ah, now you're talking, making things interesting.
So Chugs will toss down 20 gold pieces. And I guess, do I stand where Bushman is, or Burnsy is?
Yeah, that's fine. You can just make the check.
So it's just a dexterity check?
Mm-hmm.
Is it save dex? Oh, no, it's check dex. Okay.
It's better than we did.
Pretty good.
Chugs will wave his arm for the man to take his place, and then he'll go sit back down, and he'll take another beer, or he'll take a beer that was in front of the man and start drinking that one.
He says, "Ha, I like your style, but of course it's much easier for one who's eye level with the target." And then he goes over to throw. Let's try his hand. And it basically, like, the sharp end of the dagger is on the opposite side that he wants it when it hits the target, and it just kind of like falls down and doesn't stick in the target at all. So he's like, "Oh, I believe I've been drinking too much."
You throw like the long-legged pretty ladies at the other taverns I frequent. I think you and I can be good friends.
He's trying to hustle you. He's doing bad on purpose.
Oh, that's fine.
He says, "The drink isn't good for my dexterous my dexterity. Why don't we do a test of strength instead?" And he sits down on the table and like puts his elbow down and reaches his hand out to to arm wrestle you.
Chugs excited, like, daggers are for. I wield a great sword, my friend. Daggers are toothpicks. This is more my metal. Do I get his other 20 gold, by the way? Can I add that shit to my... Add 40 here.
Yeah, did you ask him to pay up? Is he kind of like glazed over that?
I noticed you skirted the payment there, my friend. So how about we double down here? If you feel like cheating me tonight.
He's like, "I always pay my debts, but I couldn't refuse such an offer. 40 gold it is for the winner."
All right, so we're making strength checks. Here we go.
Yeah.
Come on, Chugs. Oh, fuck, god damn it.
Let's see. What's his?
I think he's got a strength of 3.
He. It actually, despite your arm being tired from the journey over here, keeping control of your mount, it seems to be a pretty even match. But he does take you in the end. Slams your hand down on the table, and so a lot of the people around the tavern cheer for their guys. Like, he says, I think I'll be taking those 40 gold pieces.
Chugs will grab his wrist, and then he'll stand up on top of the table, and he says, "Who wants to see another 80 gold?"
Sefri cheers him on. Come on!
I'm gonna cheer too, and I'm gonna say, you know what we lack in strength, we more than make up for in moxie and ugly mounts.
In the performance here in another 30 minutes.
They all cheer, and they obviously want to raise the stakes. And then Anthar says to you, he says, I heard you mention something about a greatsword. Would you care to do a little sparring? And he kind of like throws the table to the side that he's sitting at, and you see him pull like a giant greatsword off of his from under like his cloak and off his back, and he's kind of holding it, and he's kind of like dancing around, kind of like pointing at you, like while all the other people are cheering.
And then Chugs will say, "That's a pretty sword. May I give it to my daughter when you're dead?" And Chugs will pull out his own greatsword, and he will say, "Let us meet." All right. Am I rolling a melee attack?
And then
I guess
he takes out a stake.
You should You should see if one of those horses out there are his and offer to trade horses.
Oh shit, that's a good idea. Wait, right now Fandango's walking through the.
I'm thirsty.
The cook kind of, or the barkeep kind of runs out. He's like, "Get that animal out of here before I turn him into the next stew."
Come roll in the flowers with us.
Fucking Boris is not having any of this shit.
Oh, where's Boris?
All right.
Yeah, so you can make a melee attack, and you guys are sparring. So unless you say you want to do like lethal damage, then it's just kind of like bludgeoning each other with the.
What's this? Hold on. So he will say, before we begin, I must let you know. Well, all right. You know what? No. All right. Has anyone ever heard of Signwrath outside of this town? All right.
No.
Here we go. Let's start it off. Come on, Chugs, please, baby. Oh, fucking cunts, for real. What are the chances? God damn it! I don't have this much money.
As you're pulling your greatsword out, you stumble a little bit on the table that he threw over, and your sword kind of falls forward, and he immediately swipes it aside and disarms you. Your sword kind of like flies against the wall and falls on the floor.
Can pull Signwrath's greatsword out and go at him one more time?
Yeah, he can if he wants.
All right.
Anthar's like, that was too easy.
All right. So he's.
But I am not left-handed either.
Oh, okay. Burns, you can't see us. All right. So he's gonna pull Signwrath's sword out, and he says, "Your table leg became your friend. Let us meet." There we go.
All right. So you both kind of like clash swords for a little while, and he seems he gets kind of winded after you guys are swinging at each other, and he says enough. enough. I concede. I owe you the money as promised, plus a round of drinks for all your friends.
Then say we just keep it a round of drinks and we both keep our money for harder times.
He says, "Well said," and he yells to the barkeep, and he brings up drinks for everyone who wants them.
Nice.
Chugs
is gonna wander over here real quick.
We'll wait and see if Burnsy comes back here.
He's gonna lean elbows up on that counter. He's be like, "Hey, how you doing, Chugs Malone? If you saw that, it was pretty cool. Just holler at me." He's gonna walk back over here. He's gonna turn and give a wink. See? Is he typing?
Did he take his chalk and like leave a note on the table?
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
scribble
should.
it in.
I'm gonna be like, "Oh, hey, girl, hey," and he's just gonna scribble down. What the fuck? He has no address. Be like, "Fandango's back. Look for me there." He's gonna walk away, and then he's gonna scribble. He's like, "What's your name? What's that lady's name, dude?"
You scribbled what's
what's
your
this
name
girl's name
to that lady? Her name is Donna Falone.
Donna Falone. That's my mother's name. And he's gonna say, "Chugs." Donna Falone.
What a coincidence!
It's a beautiful name. He's gonna walk back over here. Say the people are very pretty in this town. I'm Donna Falone. Donna Falone. That's amazing.
Looks like we might be able to hear you.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you guys now.
Okay.
You're all
okay.
I just had to reset my internet connection and stuff.
Bushman's gonna sit over here.
So we, after Chugs was disarmed, I'm not sure if you heard that part or not.
Oh yeah, he's gotta go pick up his sword.
So after they tried to escalate the contest to another arm wrestling match, Anthar pulled out a greatsword, and he was going to go toe-to-toe with Chugs in a little sparring match in the middle of the tavern. And Chugs tripped and rolled a critical miss on his sparring attack, and so Anthar disarmed him, but then Chugs pulled out his second greatsword that he conveniently had on his back. And then they kind of went toe-to-toe for a while, and Anthar was kind of satisfied with the presentation or the combat, so he ordered a round of drinks for everybody.
Oh, nice. What a stand-up guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
And then Chugs has just been trying to get ladies' names from the bar.
This one lady's name is Donna Falone. All right, so Chugs will. Actually, I think Sefri or Bush. Sefri has all the papers. So we'll say.
Oh, as you try to kind of lead the conversation towards something more serious, he says, hold on a moment with that. We'll be right back. And so Leosin and Froome move down this way, and then just a few minutes later, like one of his squires comes to tell you guys. He says, "All right, they're ready for you now." And he kind of turns and walks back behind the bar, like leading you guys this way.
Sefri's like, sketchy. Chugs has been drinking. He's like, all right, what's up, guys?
Just like jump over the bar.
That was a handstand. Flip over the bar, by the way.
That was fantastic. All right.
So he leads you guys down some stairs. So it says, Froome Squire shows you to a private space off the tavern's common room and closes the door when he leaves. Waiting for you in the room are the broad-shouldered human paladin, the monk Leosin, and many pitchers of dark red wine. The paladin's face wears a serious expression, unlike its usual open countenance. My friends, we have important business to discuss. At this point, you know almost as much about it as we do, and thanks to you, we know twice as much today as we did a 10-day ago. Something rotten is afoot. We have no formal organization to oppose these rascals, not yet anyway. We're working on that. And we need people like you, who know how and when to fight, and how and when to keep their heads down and observe. We can't promise you anything except long days filled with danger and stress, but what could be better than that, huh?
What more of a formal organization do you need than the Goose Dogs?
So
we can send out the fake Goose Dogs as decoys if we really need to.
So
this is basically where you kind of you guys are like presenting your information that you've learned from Mondas papers and things like that.
Fill them in on we'll fill them in on everything like Mondas, Wrath, the dragon eggs. Yeah, and then we'll say.
I guess Sefri, are you still kind of like just carrying the dragon egg everywhere?
I bought a sack. I don't know what kind of sack it is, but it's like in the sack now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So it's just a really big egg that you're lugging around behind you in a bag. I don't know, but it's probably pretty heavy. I think they were like 3 feet tall. So.
Jeez. Well,
damn.
I bought no. I wouldn't have left it strapped to my horse. I would have carried it with me.
That's all right if you are. I just wanted to make sure where it was, or you're still keeping track of it. So if you're just kind of like lugging it around everywhere. So Leosin also speaks up and reveals that he's part of an organization called the Harpers.
That's cool.
And that he's been covertly keeping an eye on the Cult of the Dragon himself, and both Leosin and Onthar Froome are basically kind of asking you to join them, either whether you want to join one of their organizations to to kind of seek out this menace that the cult is what they're up to. And Leosin kind of chimes in. He says, you'll come in at low rank, and there's nothing that we can really pay you, but we can offer our assistance in times of need, such as the magnificent mounts that I got ready for you back at Greenus. You can expect more of that.
Proven to be great. Can we do a history check on the Harpers? Because I think it'd be really awesome to hear more about them.
Yes, you can.
Who's a good history? Trent, do you have a good history?
I think I do.
As a bard?
Let me double check, but I think I do.
Oh man, if we could be in the Harpers, that'd be so badass.
Would there be any reason, could Zephyr do a whatever to check, to the elf monk? The elf monk's the one saying he was kind of undercover. What? Undercover or something?
Yeah, he was covertly kind of watching the cult.
Yeah, I have a history proficiency.
Nice.
You want me to roll it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, there it is.
This faction's icon is a lyre, like the instrument.
Yeah. So, from what you gather, as you're thinking and kind of conversing with them, Leosin kind of fills in the gaps. The secret society known as the Harpers has been disbanded and rebuilt several times over its long history. The latest incarnation of the group retains its focus on gathering information, keeping a close watch on the balance of power in Faerun, and promoting fairness and equality in quiet, unobtrusive ways. Harpers try to keep out of the public eye, preferring secrecy to fame and using knowledge to win the day over brute force. However, as the cult of the dragon grows more brazen and destructive, the Harpers are forced to act more openly in their opposition. So, usually people in the Harpers are more to operate on their own, like, so it would make sense that you guys as a group would be operating on your own on like certain missions and kind of seeking things out, not necessarily taking orders from someone in general.
So pretty much doing what we do anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to just the the adventurers way, and they have other agents, other Harper agents, could be anywhere. You could, they have a symbol that they either, you choose when to share it or when to let anyone know that you're a part of the organization, but you could meet friends or make enemies at the same time, depending on who you reveal that information to. And then Onthar tries to speak up about his his organization, trying not to be outdone. The Order of the Gauntlet shares the Harpers' dedication to justice and equality, but their methods and attitude are quite different. Bearers of the Gauntlet are holy warriors on a righteous quest to crush evil and promote justice, and they never hide in the shadows. Evil must be opposed openly and vanquished in the light of day, so that all can see and be emboldened by its destruction. It says members of the Order are driven by religious fervor and by devotion to the principle of justice for all. So you guys don't really have anyone in your party that necessarily fits that description?
No, I vote Harpers. I think myself and Bushman would go that route, and probably Sefri.
No.
Yeah, Chugs would be the only one who would go with the fighter, the warrior. But
yeah, it depends, because you could interpret it as, they're a more strict and rigid like organization, but they do tend to be a little more on the like religious side of like justice and evil and that sort of stuff, which Chugs might not fit into, but it's up to him what he
Chugs will agree. A Harper, it will become Harpers.
All right. Leosin seems excited or glad that you guys would join him, and he says, let's see. He says the other Harpers can be recognized by the group's symbol, which is a silver harp nestled between the horns of a crescent moon. Some people wear the symbol openly and others keep it concealed. He pulls out this medallion from his neck, and you see it's his symbol. He says, I wear it around my neck whenever I feel like I'm not going to be in danger or going into a dangerous situation. Otherwise, I try to keep my identity hidden. So it's kind of like, here's your Harper's pamphlet. Here's your silver harp. Here's your. So he pulls out some small, symbols with the harp and the moon.
And we can take those.
Yeah. You can each take one. He says, be discreet and know when to show it openly and when to keep your identity hidden.
All right.
So after they kind of go over that whole spiel, unless you guys want to interject with anything, they have a mission to discuss with you.
I think Chugs' only question No, I think Chugs is good.
All right. So, thanks to to you guys, the Goose Dogs, the Harpers now know that the cult is amassing treasure and shipping it north. Where exactly this treasure is going and what the cult plans to do with it are the next two questions that we need to answer. Froome and Erlanther would, and Leosin would like the characters to join the cult's caravan and accompany it on its journey.
Wait, the cult? Like, go in disguise?
They say that could be one way of doing it. You could also get yourself hired as guards, if not by the cult's wagon masters, then by other merchants who are traveling in the same direction at the same time. Merchants from different companies commonly join together to form larger trains for protection. So they wouldn't just like be traveling on their own. They would most likely join into a larger caravan. And Froome says he has contacts among the many merchants of the region, and he's certain that he could arrange a job for you on a caravan to keep an eye on them.
Okay. I think then going as guards would be better than going as disguise.
Yeah. They say timing is an issue. We know that the cultists left. When you guys got there, the majority of them had gotten out, and the map that you had showed them heading west up the Coastway Road, where they would turn north to Baragost and Baldur's Gate.
What?
The wagons would take a while to make that trip, depending on the conditions. But they've got a head start, obviously, on us. They say that the river here that passes through town goes right out to the to the coastline by Baldur's Gate, and that would be your best chance of meeting them there in Baldur's Gate. And Anthar looks over at Bernsey, and he says, "I understand you had a small houseboat raft that you left here quite some time ago on your way through." He says, "Well, you'll be pleased to know that we decided to outfit it a little bit to get you faster travel along this river. It's waiting at the same dock where you had it stalled."
You're a peach.
They tricked your ride.
So
that's awesome.
With that, they kind of say, the sooner you head out, the better. They give you directions to the, even though Bernsey already knows where his raft is.
I thought about it every day.
Did we mention anything, like when we did we tell them what we saw the last time we went into the cave? Like,
yes, unless you left anything out, I was just assuming that you guys were going to tell them all that stuff.
Did they know we have a dragon egg?
I wouldn't make you explain it again.
Or did I kind of sense what they thought about, like, oh, they had some dragons in there, some eggs? Like,
you guys did mention the dragon eggs. I'm not sure if you mentioned that you had one, although Sefri is standing there with a bag that's
the size
in
of
the shape of a dragon egg, so I don't know.
I think I'll just keep that hush-hush for now.
You put a mustache
also,
on it,
before we go join up with any of these other people, I would like to put on a disguise so that I show up and they don't necessarily know it's my disguise.
Okay, so for when you guys get to Baldur's Gate, you want to put on a disguise, or you want to do that now?
Oh, so like we show up in disguise as guards?
Well, I'm okay.
It'll take you about about 3 days to travel to Baldur's Gate by river.
Well, when we get closer, like, I don't know, I get like, since we've been in the camp and stuff, like, I would like to have that disguise on when we like if we meet up with any other potential cultists or whatever. But at the same time,
so yeah,
I'm thinking I might as well just like, I don't know, like the sneaky side of her doesn't trust like these other, like what if there's a spy among the spies? Like, I need cover or something like that.
Okay, well, I'll make sure that when you guys get there, that if you forget about it, you can have a disguise on.
All right, cool.
Glad I had it. I might as well use it. He would be. He's the only one not rolling around in the roses with the horses. What something.
All right.
Day 4, the horses still think I'm a horse.
Luckily, they're all stupid. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm good. That was awesome.
Let me reveal the rest of this area
more town.
here.
Oh my God.
All right. So
Holy shit! Look at that thing.
Ooh, there's my flatty boat.
Oh my God! Look at that thing.
Your flatboat raft has it can carry a lot more weight on it now.
Nice.
So enough to carry your mounts with you along the river, because they put these big flotation devices on the back. And there's a small little cabin that was on the houseboat, and so there's space for you guys to take the raft down river.
That is amazing.
Nice.
I call shotgun.
And for some reason, they put a nice little
I like that. In case me and
make it feel nice
we got
and cozy.
a tan.
Or in case any of us wants to lay down and take baby pictures on it.
All right, so I guess you guys are all rested up from your journey, right?
Chugs is hurt.
Is he still?
He took damage in that fight with the gnolls.
It's been days since then, so you can go back to full. But you guys can still drink at the tavern, rest for the night here, or you can. I guess it's pretty much nighttime, so you could head out in the morning or head out tonight, or
say head out in the morning, probably. Right, it's gonna take multiple days.
Chugs will go talk to Donna some more.
But
okay.
I think this is probably it for me tonight.
Yeah, me too, man.
My eyes are closing.
Yeah, it's a good stopping point.
Well, this was awesome, Dave.
All right.
Yeah, it was fun. I missed this.
Yeah, cool. I wondered how all this extra stuff that I prepared would go over, but I'm glad you guys.
That whole imposters thing was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was amazing. All right, guys. Cool. We should have just told them, like, I know timing's important, but it might take us another week to play, so I hope that's okay for the world.
Yeah, I don't know if we can really, we've all got stuff to do.
All right. Thanks, Dave. This was fun.
All right, cool.
Yeah, guys.
Thanks, guys. I'll try and schedule for the next time. All right, have a good night.